drunk on the floor eating a hamburger, and I won't ask why my kid has no health insurance. Let's stop burdening people with facts. I bet some of you are saying, sure, Tim, there's no question. Sex scandals, race riots, drunken TV stars, a lot of fun. But shouldn't broadcasters see themselves as part of a larger picture? Isn't there an obligation to honestly report on what is going on? To pursue stories past their headlines? Haven't criminal acts occurred in government? Shouldn't there be accountability for inept policy decisions? Shouldn't someone be fired? And you know something? I didn't hear any of that because I'm still thinking about that starlet getting out of the car without the panties on. See, that doesn't take any energy. I know exactly what to think about. Now, some of you are concerned with the unrelenting, pesky competition. You know, the new technologies. The internets. Satellite radio and television. Problem is, there are too many people in this country that take the notion of creativity and invention too damn seriously. Just when one technology is centralized, conglomerated, monopolized, along come new technologies, delivery systems to threaten the good work born of deregulation. Just when we were getting close to a national playlist for our music. Satellite technology is threatening to provide music that people actually want to hear. Just when we were close to a national news media, providing a general consensus on what the truth is, along comes the internets that allow its users a choice on the kinds of news it watches, and the YouTube. My God, we've got to stop them. Recently, when we were about to enjoy our great national pastime of tearing apart a presidential candidate with relentless repetition of ugly things his friends said, YouTube provided the candidate's reasoned response, and millions watched and responded positively. Now, how do you fight that? What do you do to defeat that? I say do what others have done when facing the competition of new technologies. Get compromising information on your competitor. Expose them in a sex scandal. Or call them racist. Or better yet, a traitor. That not only undermines your competitor, but provides the public with fantastic entertainment. Of course you can do that. And no one in this current world would fault you for it. It is, after all, where we stand today. In all seriousness, folks, let's face it. We are at an abyss. As an industry and as a country. And I know that saying we are at an abyss isn't the stuff of keynote addresses. But all sarcasm and irony and rude pithiness aside, we are at a critical juncture in this nation's history. This is a nation divided and reeling from betrayal and economic hardship. And you, the broadcasters of this great nation, have a tremendous power and a tremendous potential to affect change. You have the power to turn this country away from cynicism. You have the power to turn this nation away from the hatred and the divisive dialogue that has rendered such a corrosive effect on our body politic. You can lift us up into a more enlightened age. Or you can hide behind that old adage, I'm just a businessman. I provide what the audience wants. Well, I'm here to tell you that we don't need to look at the car crash. We don't need to live off of the pain and humiliation of the unfortunate. We don't need to celebrate our pornographic obsession with celebrity culture. We are better than that. Some of you are trying. Some of you are inspiring people towards altruism and compassion with your programming. Some of you are trying to lift the civic dialogue into a more responsible and adult arena. But I know you do so against the odds of ratings and job security. It is really up to the leaders in this room. It is up to you, the scions of this industry, to leave behind formulas and focus groups and your own fears of job security. Only with your courage and your vision can we begin to imagine a world of broadcasting where the general consensus of those with real power say, enough is enough. Now is the time to move away from our lesser selves. Now is the time to stop making money on the misfortunes of others and the prurient and salacious desires of the public. Now is the time to admit and recognize that we aren't just businessmen, but the guardians of the human spirit, with a responsibility to the health of this nation. That we can lift this country up with our programming. That instead of catering to the gossips and the scolds and the voyeurs, we can appeal to the better nature in our audience, the better nature of what this country is all about. This is a country filled with people of great compassion and tremendous generosity. This is a country that has survived dust bowls, depressions, that united to defeat Hitler and fascism and communism. We are a resilient people and a tenacious people. And we are ready for change. And we are ready to imagine a new broadcasting industry aesthetic that, respecting the better nature of the American people, produces shows that promote strength instead of fear, that does not divide but inspires, that does not promote hate but unity, that will not tear the weak down but build up their strength. Imagine a world of broadcasting where the American people are encouraged to reject despair and distrust. And when they turn their TVs and radios off at night and go to sleep, they possess strength and unity and compassion for those they disagree with. That's not out of the question. You can make that happen. It will be difficult and will fly in the face of conventional wisdom and standard operational procedure. But do we have any choice? The road we are on is leading us to a corruption of our former selves. We are better than that. You can help us reclaim our better nature, our perfect union. It isn't necessarily a matter of country before profit, or of patriotism and truth before personal comfort. There could be money to be made in appealing to our better selves. Wouldn't that be great? And if there isn't, and we came out of it a little less rich, but more unified and healthier as a nation, wouldn't that be something we could all be proud of? Thank you.